YouTubers and gamers, and I'm back with another pickup video, and as always it's a nice mix of games and gaming related accessories. And so without any further delay, let's turn to some of the accessories. I have here a mini Famicom disk system. In other words, the disk system came out in Japan for the Famicom, the NES, and this is a mini one. But it's only a cardboard box. It's actually produced in Japan under license for the Nintendo's Famicom Classic Mini. I got this off from eBay. It was imported from Japan. It was about 15 quid. I do believe you can probably get this on Amazon in the States for much cheaper than that. So if you can get one, it's neat. It's a nice little collectible, but it's only made out of cardboard. It's only a prop. But it looks cool all the same. And I was thinking of getting a Famicom Mini, but they're just too expensive, so I'll just keep that for now. Other accessories, I've got here this rather cool vinyl. It's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles vinyl, limited edition. It's a picture disc. It's got like the manhole cover, and it's got some exclusive tracks on it. It's got the two main tracks from the TV series from the 80s, but also it's got a couple of tracks from the Turtle in Time game, and it's even got the official, Nintendo seal of approval. It's actually got the official Nickelodeon seal of approval that this has. So the tracks from the Turtles in Time game, it's got Technodrome, Let's Kick Shell, and Technodrome with Final Shell Shock. So yeah, it's not bad. Nice little picture disc. I got that from a website called Enjoy the Ride Records Store. So you just put that in your search engine if you're thinking of getting those. They produce a number of exclusive vinyls, especially based on 80s TV series and stuff like that, really. So that's pretty neat to go in a vinyl collection. Chris from Low Profile Gamer, Chris might appreciate this. This is something he's got, but I saw it in my local cash converters. Only £15. It is a collectible vinyl figure of Deadpool, but in a female lady form. So it's Lady Deadpool. So yeah, I don't know if they actually produced a comic book or not, or they just done this part of the Femme Fatale's PVC figure series, I think. So I don't think there was actually a comic book, but it's very cool all the same, especially for 15 quid. Can't argue with that. I also have here an arcade stick. Now it's not the Neo Geo arcade stick for the Neo Geo AVS. It's actually one produced in license for the actual PlayStation 3. So it's got all the PlayStation 3 symbols on the buttons and everything, and obviously it's a USB, so you can use this on the PC as well. It came out specifically for the King of Fighters 12, and I got this from a eBay in London. It's about £70, including delivery. It's like in impeccable, new condition it is. That's quite a good price, because these arcade sticks can go for well over £100. They can, the special Neo Geo ones. And it's really nice. Okay, and the cat, she seems to get in the way. In previous video I showed you some Lego Dimension sets I've been getting, and I've been getting some more part of the 3 for 2 prices from various shops like Argos and what was it? Argos and Smiths and can't remember where else it was. Amazon as well. And so they worked out. I mean, this team pack worked out to be about £12, and that's for Gremlins 1, which is really cute. But also I got some of the fun packs, which worked out about £7 each on average. So I got the Slimer Ghostbusters, Bart Simpson, Krusty the Clown, the A-Team, Knight Rider, Doctor Who, and Doc Brown Back to the Future. So we're pleased to have those. As I said before, I'm not going for complete Dimensions sets. There's just too many. It would be too expensive. I'm just going for ones that interest me, which are when I can get them cheap, basically, because they are quite nice. And I think they will be highly collectible at some point in the future when stock have sold out of shops, because naturally, as soon as kids get hold of them, they open up and the boxes are ruined and everything else really. So to get them complete in boxes will become harder as time goes by. Okay, as all the accessories, let's turn to the actual games themselves. Okay, let's start off with the PS3. For about, I think this is about £8, got it off eBay. Final Fantasy 13-2 limited edition. I think this comes with postcards and art books and stuff, usual things. Yeah, no steelbook, just that just that. Some more Japanese RPGs. Tales of Symphonia Chronicles. This was about, worked out about £12 from game.co.uk. This worked out about the same money as well. Atelier Esko and Logi, Alchemist of a Dusk Sky. That's part of the Atelier Sousa games. There's quite a few of those. Also I've got the trilogy, the Ireland Atelier trilogy for PS3 as well. It's got a reversible art cover. This one was actually a German copy, which I got for 18 quid. Because the UK PAL copy tends to go for about 30 quid, so it all plays in English. So the only difference is the sleeve, really. Okay. From there, just turn to the PS4. Playing in the background, I have Attack on Titan: The Wings of Freedom, which is basically a video game by it's got Koei involved, but also yeah, Koei is partly involved. Basically, it's based on the anime and also live action films. I do have the live action films on DVD, but I'd like to get the anime too. It's about it's based in a alternative Japanese future whereby mankind is confined into little cities for defense against these giant monsters, which are later to be derived from, or it turns out to be later derived from humans, sort of experimentation on humans and so forth. So it's you know, you see lots of giants going around eating humans and stuff, and you got to go around trying to kill the giants. So it's different. That was about £14 from Amazon. I have also Atari Flashbacks Volume 1. These were about 15 quid from Argos. And Flashbacks Volume 2. Actually, I think the box art on that is first class, isn't it? It's really nice, classic Atari box art. Another PlayStation VR game. I've actually got two of these. These were about 14 quid. Battlezone and Drive Club VR. I hear this isn't too good, but I don't know. Give it a try, I will. Okay, I have this on the PS3. Terraria. I think this was about 12 quid as well. I think that may have been from Smith's. This I got from Cash Converters World of Final Fantasy. The DLC wasn't used on this, so I was quite lucky again with this. So 15 quid Cash Converters, that's not bad. This was £10 from CEX, Prison Architect. This was about £12 from Argos, Resident Evil Revelations 2. And another Sodesco unusual platforming type game, Toki Tori 2 Plus. So it's a bit of a cutie one. Finally, from Limited One, I have Asti Breed on a PS4. I went to plug this in just now to have it playing in the background, and there's a disc read error on this. The disc has got no obvious flaws or scratches or marks, and I cleaned it and deleted it and reinstalled it a couple of times, and it still won't play on the PS4. So I've contacted Limited Run Games to see what they've got to say about it and see if they can send me a replacement disc. So consequently I decided to go through all my Limited Run games, including the sealed ones, open them up and make sure they worked. Unfortunately they do. So it seems to be just a hitch for this particular Asti Breed game. So if you've got this game, guys, and you intend to play it, open it now before it's while it's still relatively early, and you've got a good chance of hopefully getting a replacement disc if you do have the same problem that I have. If you just want a sealed copy, then obviously it won't matter, will it? But unless you plan to go on and sell it on to someone who opens it up and then they complain because it won't work, but that's another issue anyway. But yeah, Asti Breed, that's a bit worrying that that didn't work actually. So I'm not sure if there's some sort of ink bleed from the printing process or something, because often when you release discs we have them at a certain angle, you can almost see the art, can't you, through their discs. So I don't know if that's something to do with it or not, but if anyone else has got Asti Breed, do test it out and let me know how you get on with it and see if you've encountered any problems or not. Oh yeah, I got that for retail from Limited Run, of course. Turning to the PS2, I've got a few nice imports. Got this on the UK seller for £20 including shipping, but it is an American NTSC exclusive, Okagi the Shadow King. I really love the art style of that. It's cartoony type graphics and stuff. I don't know if there was actually an anime or cartoon series from this came from or not. I'm not too sure. But it's been on my want list for years, so I'm quite pleased to have that. Right, this game set me back a few bob. I got this imported from America. It's an NTSC exclusive. It cost me about £65 plus another £10 shipping. It is Wild Arms Alter Code F, and it includes a bonus DVD. So yeah, I think I've pretty much got all the Wild Arm games I've been after now, so I think I've got the whole set now. Okay, from Japan, I've got some PS2 exclusives. This one is called, let me show it to you and see if you guys can possibly guess what that game might be called. It is called the Mini Skirt Cop. Yes, basically it's an interesting game. One of the villains you might notice is like a gimp, just like the gimp out of Pulp Fiction, so it's a bit kinky I suppose. But what makes it more kinky is as you go through the game and you get damage, obviously you play as a cop, your clothes get damaged as well, and eventually you'll end up being in your underwear. So what's wrong with that? Sounds perfectly acceptable to me. Yeah, so it's a bit of a kinky game. This was only about £11 including the shipping from Japan. That's on the PS2, so cool. And this other one is called The Buccaneer. Now, you can get this it was released in limited numbers in the West. I don't know if it actually got to the States, I don't think so. It certainly got to Europe, but they're super rare. I've seen some copies of this game go for about £75 for European copies. But this is obviously a Japanese copy that will play in English as well, I believe. I don't know. But it's one of these hack and slash, so it doesn't matter too much anyway. I will test it out, but I haven't had a chance yet. It was £11 or £12 this one, the Buccaneer, so much cheaper price to get it, really, a Japanese one, than trying to get a European copy. Excuse me, that's the phone. Sorry about that, that was the phone. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, games. Actually, before I go on to games, there's something I was going to show you guys. I was hoping to get delivered a NES Classic Mini, because as you will be aware, last Friday, came out that Nintendo were going to cease production of the units, and so which is insane, but Nintendo are just fucking stupid, aren't they, half the time? You know, I don't know what planet they're on really. because it's hurt a lot of people, and it's even hurt me, because as soon as I realised that was happening, I went onto Amazon, and there was one available from a seller for £84 all new. So I thought, oh, so I'll order it. It's about, retail would have been 50, but you're not going to get one for 50. So I thought 84, that's not too bad. I'll get it. About a week later, they hadn't been dispatched. So I contacted the seller and said, "Oh, you're going to dispatch this soon, please." Blah blah blah. And then I got a message about a day later. This is from the Amazon seller. This was to say that the seller's cancelled the auction. So obviously the scalping bastard has decided to cancel the auction and resell at a later date for probably about £100 more than what he had sold it to for me for. And I was slightly teased by that, as you can imagine, so I managed to send a message back to him or her, just saying that basically in no uncertain terms that they're a scumbag, basically. Because at the end of the day, if they weren't happy with £34 profit, that's just greed, thinking, oh, I'll go for £100 now. Well, you should have thought about it before you put it up for sale for 84 quid. So, because later that day, obviously, they all went up by £100, so I thought I was quick on the mark, but not quick enough for certain scumbags. So anyway, I partly blame, of course, Nintendo. I mean, it's a fact of the world, there are scumbag sellers out there. You can't deny it, they're there. And but Nintendo seems to be oblivious to that, and like with the Amiibos and now with the NES Classic, they just decide to limit productions of numbers to drive up demand and so forth. And all it does is basically pisses off their fans. It just pisses us off. There's no need for them to do that. They could continue producing these units well into later in the year, or at least give a 12-month notice, saying in 12 months' time we'll be ceasing production of this unit. And so, but they'll be, they will easily be available through a Nintendo store or whatever. And obviously limit the numbers of one per customer. They could easily have done that. There's no problem for that, and they still would have made a hell of a lot of money, and everyone would have been happy. But no, Nintendo just decided to cut the life of that unit, and I think they probably do that thinking, oh, well, if we can't get the unit, well, we'll have to go to a Nintendo store and buy it off there. Ooh, I could download it for free off the bloody internet. People want that unit because it's a physical unit, not just to play your games. I mean, anyone can play his games, pretty easily, really. But no, we wanted the unit. We wanted it, the fucking unit. And now we can't get it, all because of Nintendo. So I'm pissed off like a lot of people out there with Nintendo for that. And, I'm not going to give them any support other than for their exclusive games in the future. I'm just, fed up with them, really, because they just... well, it sounds a bit naive, I suppose, saying, or they should should care about their customers, but they should realise you care about your customers will care about you, and and everyone ends up being a winner. But that attitude is not good at all. So I'm not going to buy an NES Classic now, unless I see one for about retail in the future, because thinking about it, they still have made a lot of these units, more so in Europe, I suppose, than in America. And in time, once the demand has sort of died down a little bit, and the resellers are realising that people aren't paying £180 odd for these bloody units, the price will gradually come down. And so once the surge of demand has sort of fizzled away, really. So I reckon it may take another year, it may take 2 years. But I will be able to get one at some point. The only challenge will be is that if it's used, is about whether or not it's been modded or not, and if you can return it to factory settings or whatever, really, because that's the issue. Because a lot of people will be getting these units and soft modding them to play, unlimited NES games or whatever else, and that sort of thing. And so it'll be the unopened ones with the software still intact. That'll be more collectible, I suppose, really. So for now, what I'm going to do is, I've ordered it actually. I didn't want to mess around with my Wii, because I wanted to keep it like it, as Nintendo intended, but I've bought off the internet, dirt cheap, a used Wii with all the homebrew software installed plus about 10,000 worth of games and stuff. It's all the NES library and the SNES library, N64 library, and the Genesis library. It's all on there, and in some ways that's a nicer way of playing it than even on the NES Classic, really. So anyway, at the end of the day, fuck those scalpers and fuck Nintendo at the moment. I'm sorry. There's lots of Nintendo fans out there, but you can't stand by Nintendo for what they've done to us customers. You can't stand by them on that one. They make some great games, they make some great hardware, but they make some fucking stupid decisions. They really do. But anyway, enough swearing. I'm just going to show us how angry I am about it all. Really, let's go back to the games. Yeah, so games. Xbox One, Halo Wars 2. Got that for about £20 from Argos. Minecraft, I got this for £10 off Amazon. I wanted this one because it's got the DLC packs. It's called the Favourites pack, which you can only get on the Xbox One. So it's got like the Halo DLC packs and everything else really, and other skin packs and fantasy packs and so forth. So this is the one to go for in terms of Minecraft on the Xbox One. For £25 from Cash Converters, I got the Steelbook edition of Forza Horizon 3. Superb game. Okay. Let's turn to a Wii U. Got one Wii U game. It's pretty much like minty new. £24 including delivery. It's the limited edition of Lego City Undercover. As this is coming out on other systems, this game must come down massively in price, even the limited edition one. So it's nice to have that for my Wii U collection. I think it's only about number 2 Wii U games I need to get really. And I'm not going for a complete Wii U set, I'm just going for the interesting exclusives. Okay, PS Vita. I decided to get a lot of these while I still can for a reasonable price. So Tales of the Hearts R, this was about £14 from Amazon. World Rally Championship 3, that was about £12 from eBay I believe. This was about 30 quid off eBay. It's NTS exclusive Zero Time Dilemma. Yeah, it's part of that series of games, 9 people trapped in 9 blah 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 999, that sort of thing basically. So yeah, I wanted that. You can also get it on a 3DS in the States, but of course that won't play over here in Europe because the 3DS is region locked, whereas the PS Vita isn't. Lego Ninjago Ninjroids. Getting all the Lego games on the PS Vita. I do love the Lego games, and the Vita goes the same. And another Japanese battle game, or beat 'em up game rather, Blaze Blue Continuum Shift Extend. This is about £12 off eBay. Again, about another £12 mark. Looney Tunes Galactic Sports. Again, eBay. Okay, I have about £10 of eBay of Need for Speed Most Wanted. £12 SpongeBob SquarePants, the movie. SpongeBob Hero Pants actually is the second movie. It's not a bad game. It's quite a simple platform. It's quite good on the co-op with my daughter really. Okay. This is another JRPG type one. Mega Tag Mention Blank plus Neptune versus Zombies. I think the Mega Dimension games, are they one that's sort of based on video game consoles and stuff? I can't remember now. But basically, this time they take on zombie, Walking Dead creatures. Then you've got Criminal Girls 2. Party Favors. I have a first one as well. This is a bit of a Japanese beat 'em up, I think. And this other game is a Japanese exclusive. It's called Drive Girls, and basically it's sort of a bit like a hack and slash involving Japanese girls, scantily clad, nothing more of that. But this time they can transform into vehicles like cars and stuff, So basically you transform into vehicles when you want to move from one stage to another, and then you transform back into human form, which is easier, and beat everything in sight up. So nice simple concept. Yeah. So yeah, it looks quite good. So I got this for about £22 off eBay. So yeah, Drive Girls, unusual Vita game. Okay, let's turn to Game Boy Advance. Cash Converters had Free Rally 3 for a massive price of £2.50. This is like in minty condition, all complete. This game goes for easily about £13 on eBay, not more. Okay, got a couple of reproduction games from AliExpress. These are Mega Drive ones. So I've got X-Men 2. Now X-Men 2 on called Clone Wars is the X-Men game to go for on the Genesis. I believe that this is the only good one. I think there's at least one other, if not more, that are pretty crap really. But this is a good one. It does get very, very tough towards the end though, I'll give you that. But X-Men 2 Clone Wars, this is about £9 from AliExpress. You know, you can't argue with that. I mean, if I was to get the original cart, it usually costs £40 plus, if not more, so that's why I go for that. Okay, I got a nice renovation shooter, Elemental Master. Again, this is a reproduction that includes, you know, a reproduction manual and cart and box. Again, this was about £11 from AliExpress, and this is a really good shooter. This is top-down shooter. This game is quite expensive. You go for the original complete box and complete copy. This game I got for a bargain price because I think it's a Genesis version and not the Mega Drive version, and so in the UK the Genesis copies tend to be a bit cheaper, but it's all box and complete. This is original. It's not an AliExpress job. This is the original one of Renovations Arrow Flash, another space shooter. So I got this for £15 all complete off eBay, so I thought there's no point going for reproduction when I get the real thing for 15 quid, so there you go. Okay, this is I've gone for the Super Famicom of Darius Twin. This was about I think it's about £14 including shipping from Japan. You can get this on Super NES of course, but it costs loads of money. It's really expensive box and complete, whereas the Super Famicom version is cheap as chips, and obviously plays easily enough, you know, on the Retron 5, so there's no issues with that. Alright, this is another reproduction. It's Zombies, Ate My Neighbours. I've got the this on the Mega Drive, an original copy, but I wanted it also on the SNES because it's slightly better on the SNES, admittedly. This is all complete with manual and everything. This was £20 from AliExpress. You can get this still if you hunt, you know, if you do a good deal, you might be able to get this for about £35–40 original copy. But they're very hard, you know. I just thought I can save half the money and get a reproduction, and these reproductions from this particular sale I know are top notch and really are good, so it's nothing to fault with them. And with me, you know, with the SNES and Genesis games, I'd rather not pay too much unless, you know, there's the really special titles which I really want the original for. And as you know, before other pick up videos, you know I'm not cheap. I don't cut corners on prices. I do pay a lot of money on certain games. Okay, on the N64, Formula 1 Grand Prix 2, all box and complete, very good condition. That was from £8 from CEX. I had some store credits, it cost me nothing in the end, so that's quite a good deal. Alright, turning to the last few games, hang on. Okay. On the Dreamcast. Now I do have reproduction copies of these, but it's nice to have originals as well. I was able to get these for a very good price. So basically, these both were about 30 quid. New and sealed. So I've got here Ghost Blade, another indie shooter game for Dreamcast. It's region 3. So that's original, as well off eBay. And this one wasn't sealed, but it is new, and it is the second printing of Stormwind. So this game, before there was a second printing, was getting very expensive. It was, you know, easily paying well over £100, sometimes as much as £180 for this game. That's how much it shot up in price about 12 months ago. But obviously about 6 months ago they did a second printing, and as a result the prices dropped massively on that game. The first printing is still worth more than the second, but the second printing you can get for about £50. But I managed to snipe this for 30 quid off eBay. So yeah, I'm quite happy to have an original copy of that. But I've said I do have a repo of that, so I'll probably just play a repo and leave that original one alone. Okay, got some interesting. Actually, there's one more Dreamcast game I forgot to mention, a Japanese import. Godzilla Generations. Yeah, it's quite a classy Japanese Godzilla game, exclusive to Japan. This is a prequel to this one's Godzilla Generations, but there's another one as well. I can't remember. No, this might be the first one, but there's another one as well. There's another Godzilla game on the Saturn which is exclusive, but I can't remember what that's called. It might be just Godzilla, or it might be called something else, I can't remember now. But I have got it on order, so it's coming from eBay. That was about £12 including shipping, so quite cheap that game. Right, now I'm turning to Saturn. Now I've got a couple of Japanese imports. This first game, Type Right. Hi mate, you got the USA copy of this, and it's quite a nice platformer. We did not get this in Europe, unfortunately, so it was either to go for American copy or a Japanese copy. Now, the American copy is pretty expensive, all complete. However, the Japanese copy is a lot cheaper. Also, a Japanese version of the game has infinite continues and quite a few more lives than the American copy. So, in some respects, it's easier to play, and it is a good platforming game that doesn't have much language issues at all, really. And it is Astral. See, Astral, A-S-T-A-L. Check out YouTube videos of this game. It is a really nice Saturn game. Really beautiful artwork. Yeah, if you don't want to, I said the American copy, I can't remember what Type Right paid, but it is quite a pricey game. Whereas the Japanese one, this one was 30 quid. So that's much more palatable, so to speak, and arguably it's a better version of the game. Now, last but not least, I've got the sequel to this game on the PS1, a Japanese PS1, but I wanted the first game, and that is a Saturn exclusive, and it is the top-down, wacky-backy, weird Japanese shooter, The Game Paradise. And this version was £60, and it's a limited edition that includes not only a game but also a VHS tape. Ooh. I'm not too sure what's on the video actually. I got a VHS machine up in the loft, but I can't be able to get that down. Might have to see if I can see that video of this on YouTube perhaps. Yeah, so it's a limited edition version of this game, and it was only about £8 more expensive than the cheapest game-only copy of the game, so I thought I might as well get the collector's edition for 60 quid, including the shipping from Japan. So yeah, a really nice Japanese shooter on the Saturn. Again, it's a Japanese exclusive. Okay guys, that's it. That's all my pickups over the past 2 weeks. Quite a good range of games and other took really, and enough to keep me busy with anyway. Well, until next time guys, take care and bye.